Okay, so everyone, welcome back to the stream. So, okay, so probably in this stream, I'll just explore the features of this Emacs. So I'm just currently learning Emacs and how to just work with it. So yeah, so along with this, we'll just make a new project in which we'll be automating the trade placements based on some principles and yeah. So that's the whole session for today's stream. Okay, so uh, okay, so I'll just go and yeah, so this is the directory where there are no files. So I'll just make a file up here. So let's say there's a readme.md. So actually, what I was going to do is I'll just try to automate some trading principles. So there are some criteria which should be matched to place trades. So we will be just fetching some files API thing and try to place orders, not the actual orders, but kind of like the paper trading one where there's no actual order placed, but we'll just note the values of those things and just record our PNL in the live market. Kind of like the power testing one, but yeah. So that's the kind of session for today. So just name it as a trading. And what are the things to do? So just first will be like collecting the files API, kind of like collecting the live data using files API. And then the next step will be using the data will be apply the criteria. So apply our criteria and check for entries. And once we apply our criteria and checking for entries, then we'll be just adding those to adding the entries slash exits to the maybe Google Sheet, I guess. Then finally, yeah. So this workflow should be run automated. So I'll just have some GitHub workflow. I'm not sure whether GitHub workflow supports this. So, but the actual thing up here is we will just running a GitHub workflow, which will be just consistently running upon that. And whenever we just run us, okay, actually I have some doubts up there, so I should need to be clarified on that. So basically, GH workflow can be used for the scheduler jobs, but I'm not sure whether it can just run the 24/7 to just check for the kind of entries. I'm not sure about that. I'll just look upon this. Let's say so we can just write some GitHub workflow actions. So yeah, so some GitHub workflow to automate the action. Yeah, so these are the four steps. So we'll be just doing this and yeah, so I don't say this or what? Where is this thing? Okay, so how do I just reference this thing? Hyper Emacs, so far. Okay, should be just automating this thing, right? So I don't know, I'll just wait. Okay, yeah. So actually, I should be setting that. Okay, so I'll just probably add those lines to my Emacs config maybe. It's actually Angular server mode. Let's see, right? Hmm. Actually, I guess I just need to reload this thing. It's added already, right? I guess it just works or not. I don't know. Still don't know, but what does this revert mean? So just yeah. So this is one that actually that I want to do. Okay. So okay. So I'll just create another file, and I'll just create a PDB file which actually has a .ini in it, and we have the log files as well, right? So just have the log folders. So right now these two are enough, I guess. So we'll just save this, and I'll just move back to this thing. How do we just reference this directory, bro? So what's the key? That's the thing that I just searched for, right? Okay, actually, should be using that command or what? Let's use the meta key. Revert buffer quick. Okay, what's the shortcut called? Buffer is G, right? Okay, so it's meta key G, I guess. Nope. Or it's simply G. Okay, okay, got it. So I thought of it's a control of G, but it's simply G just refers the buffer. That's it. Okay, got the thing. Thank you. Okay, so now I'll just create a directory, and inside the directory we'll just create the files thing, right? So probably I'll just have a let's create another file. Let's say name it as auth, and inside auth, let's name it the file as let's say generate access token, or we made a name as generate tokens. Okay, just have some function up there. Hey, no, you know what? Just I'm using some new keyboards, and this is quite different from the one that I already used it there. Yep, create this thing. Okay, so it's working fine. So I'll just try to run this file with Python. Okay, I'll just use the probably I'll just use the uh, compile mode, right? That's the called. Instead of a make, I'll just use the Python generate local file. Okay, this compilation is successful. Okay, fine. So now I should be actually running this script, right? So compilation is good, but you just do not compile this Python file because Python just is an interpret language. You can just directly run the thing. So just directly run this Python thing, and yeah, it shows elo up there. Or maybe I'll just have another terminal. So just keep it up here, and Emacs is on the side. I'll just open the Emacs up here. Probably I'll just do the vertical split, and yeah, okay. So here I'll just go to this thing called Nalago Trading, right? Okay, so so now I'll just run it by then. What? Yeah, tokens. Okay, so I'll just test the code up in the right hand side and just go on the left hand side. So yeah, probably I'll just already have some code for fetching this thing. So this is actually from if I just docs thing. Yeah, so you can just see the code for this WebSocket thing. So this is the one to make the connection, and you can just have yeah. So here it is. So it is the market data symbol updates. Yeah, so here's the code. So I just tune some of the parameters in this to get the values that actually have it there, right? So before that, you should be doing some auth code, and to have the setup of auth, I just already had another code up there. I'll just show it again here. Yeah. So what this actually does up here is we'll just load this .env file and then just try to update the values like the client ID, the secret key, and so if they provide the React URI, just press it from that. Otherwise, I'll just use my own site as the React URI and the pane. And these two things all just get generated using this this file there. So yeah, probably. So when you just run this code for the first time, it will just generate a link which you should be logged in. Okay, just run this thing. So probably I have just already ran this file up there. So not sure whether I'll be able to just okay, so it will just actually update the access token in the .env file. So yeah, so that's the whole thing of this. So probably it will just generate a new token. If there's already a refresh token in the .env file, then we'll just use this refresh token to generate a new access token. Else it will just try to just provide a link where I'll just react to the link and just paste your pin and do the all authentication stuff to just get the refresh token and the access token. So this refresh token is valid for 15 days. And then once every 15 days, you should be manually updating this refresh token so that using this refresh token for the next 15 days so that you can just use this refresh token to update this access token thing. So that's the whole process of file auth thing. So you can just read more about thing up here. Not this one. Yeah. Okay, user apps is better one. So yeah, this is the whole scenario. I'll just create an app. So from the app, we'll just get the client ID and the React URI. So from using these two, we'll just have a URL, which is this React so URL, which goes to this files login thing. So once you complete the authentication successfully, then you just get a response as an auth code, and then that auth code is used to generate the other APIs like the WebSocket one or data API, anything else. So you can just place trades, or you can just get the historical data, or you can just also place orders and so on. Yeah, so just Okay, I'll just use the same file up here in the Emacs thing. So for now, I'll just move this Windows to my mother screen. Hmm. So yeah, so probably I'll just clear this thing. I'll just save this file and I'll try to open. Okay, I'll just try to open this thing. So Carnival, backend, auth. Yeah, so this is the whole file. I'll just select till the end, just copy it. Okay, then I'll just exit this buffer maybe and paste it up here. Oops, shouldn't be using Control X, right? Control Y. So I'm just learning how to use Emacs shortcuts, so I don't remember all the key bindings, but I know some of them and I'm just trying to use with this. Okay, so I actually had the whole code up here. So now we have to set this .env path. So I'll just save this file and just move back to the buffer. Hmm. Yeah, so in this I'll just create the .env file. Okay, so actually I can't show this thing, right? So maybe I'll just hide the screen for the next few minutes. So I'll just show what the example file will look like as. So the example file will be looking like something like this. So I'll be having the sorry the app ID. So we should be having some values, and then we have the app secret ID. This is also this these two things are generated when you just create an app on the Fires thing. So you can just okay, just have the dashboard. Yeah, so you can just create an app up here. So it will just generate the things up here. You can just have the app ID and app secret from here. So yeah, then we have the pin, then we have the Akas token. So these two things can be just generated from when you just run the script. So these two are not transferred things. So they'll be automatically updated when you just run this auth/generate tokens.py file. Yeah, so basically you just need these three things: the app ID, the app secret ID, and the pin. So yeah, so that's the whole thing up here. So just turn off the screen for the next few seconds. I'll just because I already shared this app ID and app secret when I just showed that on this fires.com, ap.fires.com, but I don't want to show the pins. So yeah, I'll just turn off my screen for the next few minutes, just code it, and I'll just show it back. Okay, so I'm back. So I just created the .env file and updated the contents in it. So now yeah, I'll just run the Python the thing of the oh sorry. Yeah, now we'll just run the file, and so the first time it just redirects to the browser. So So yeah, and this is generate an auth code up here. You can just copy paste this auth code in the terminal, so it should be get automatically updated in the env file. So yeah, so now we can just see the final access token, and it will just get updated in the env file. So just close this thing. Okay, so now the auth thing is completed. We have got the access token as well. So now what we want to do? So now we should be having this thing, right? So just write some uh, WebSocket code and just test the live API thing. So for that, we have already the thing, right? So just move to, okay, just close the other buffers. Okay, so I'll just create another directory up here. So it should be named as what we can just name it. So the first thing is auth. Okay, now we're just going to test the WebSocket thing, right? So where we'll be just actually drawing the live Nifty data from the Faiz API. So let us name it as let's say live feed. Yeah, so in this live feed, I'll just have a file called page.py, which will just fetch the live feed using the WebSocket. So yeah, I just created. So the thing up here is, so this is a WebSocket thing. Okay, it should be something like WebSocket for live feed data. Hmm. So probably I'll just okay. So now I'll just go and search for the other file, which is in the desktop project, and it is in the Faiz API thing, and this also named as live feed, and it is also named as PDF file, right? Okay, so I'll just copy this thing. So I'll just explain once, just paste this thing in the previous file. Yeah, so this is the whole code where, so just imports the required imports for the files API to be worked properly. Then we have this .env and OS imports to just load the .env file. Then we just get the access token from the env file. Then these are the things. Okay, you can just read the docs to just know more about this thing. So you can just go for market data symbol update. So they'll just explain these things each. The dog is quite good to just go through it. So basically, what it does is what are the things that will be triggered when each thing happens, when it just gets on message, when it gets the on error and on close and on open. So on this on open function here, just define a symbol thing. So this is a data type. What you're gonna just go for? There are two types of things. A symbol update for the live feed, and then we have a depth update for the market depth, and then you can just subscribe to the symbol that you want to just generate. So right now I just have the Nifty 2025 December 16. So 25,800 call. So let's try. Wait a minute. I'll just open the same chart up here. So it's 25,800 call. Yeah. So this is the thing. So it's just trading somewhere around of 111 rupees. And yeah. So this is the way that you just subscribe a fire symbol, and you just want to keep running the whole target thing to to just receive the real time data. So these all commands are just being taken from here. So they just clearly explain all everything's up here. So yeah, so that's the thing up here. Then we just create a WebSocket, and this is for the access token, and this is the part of the logs where the logs files are stored up here. I just want to disable this light mode because I just want to have the whole data as it is. Right now we don't have to write this output to the file, so I just want to print this to the terminal thing, not to this thing. And whenever it disconnects, it will just have some kind of auto reconnection and we just enable this as true uh, to just make sure whether the thing just do not stop due to this some external errors. Yeah, so that's the whole thing. I'll just save this file and probably will just run this thing. So I just already updated the access token, right? So now we should be running this live feed fish.py. So we should be actually okay. So there is no logs file actually up there. So I'll just create a new file. So it should be log. So just I should be creating a directory, right? Oops. How do we just delete a file in Emacs? A folder in Emacs? I don't know. I'll just go to yeah, delete logs S. Okay, thank you. Use MX to make directory, which I return to create a directory and its parents. So let's create MX, make a directory, enter, enter. Okay, got it. Thank you so much. So yeah, so I love Emacs because it's kind of like navigating me to just learn things. So we have just created the log directory up here. Now I'll just go and run the file once again. So it's successfully connected to this thing, and yep. So we're just fetching the live data from the market. So you can just see the LTP. So LTP is somewhere near of 123. So you can just cross check with the live market. So it is of around 123. Uh, yep. So that's just going to okay. So we got the live data right. So now what we're gonna just do up here is we'll just pick a specific things from here. So actually, in the like, okay, this is kind of like we just turn off this thing. Okay, so here, so I'm not sure whether I wanna subscribe to this symbol or not. So this should be dynamic thing, right? So the call and this whole thing should be dynamic. So I'm just going to create on the Nifty index. So this is a constant. So I'll just move the constant to the up. So let's say it's as an instrument, and it is what NAC, and it is a Nifty 50. So I'll just keep this as an instrument as the constant. So I'm gonna connect two data, right? So one is this, and another thing, another instrument is the index. So or instead I'll just have the index. So the index instrument is NAC Nifty 50. So this is how Nifty 50 index is, and yeah. So this is how fires represent the Nifty 50 index. So if you want to see this naming convention and all that thing, you can just go and just study for. I'm not sure. It's yeah. So it is the symbology format. You can just go through this. So it's kind of like for the equity and the index, it should be something like the symbol name, the exchange, the symbol name, and the series. So it's kind of like the equity or whatever it is. So yeah, so the exchange is NSE and the symbol is Nifty 50, and the series is it's not an equity, it is an index. So we're just using the index for the Nifty 50 thing. Suppose we have let's say we have a equity, then it should be named something like this, where we have the exchange NSE and the instrument thing is SBIN, which is SBI, and then we have the equity. So because SBI is an equity, so this is how you name things in Fire's API. Then wait a minute, I'll just hmm, yeah. So just updated these two things, right? So the index and let's name it as this is an derivative instrument. That would be a better naming. Okay, so we have the index instrument and the derivative instrument. So you should be subscribing to two symbols. One is the index instrument, right? So I can just directly pass this thing up here, the index instrument up here. And okay, let me just touch this thing. Yeah, so now we're just switching two things, the Nifty index as well as this thing, right? So I'll just cross check with it. So here is the Nifty index, which is trading around 205, sorry, 25. Oh fuck, wait, I'm on Ibra. Or I'll just disable this thing. So how do I just cut in Emacs? Cut shortcut. And, okay, yeah, it is called Yang, equivalent to pasting Yang, right? So, but to the kill, we just use Control W. Okay, got it. Thank you. So I'll just use Control W. Okay, Control W is cut. Meta key and W is copy. Okay, understood. So I'll just run this. So let's just stop this thing and I'll just run the feed again. Yeah, we successfully subscribed to this Nifty index, so it is trading around of 25,900. So you can just cross verify up there. Yeah, somewhere trading on 25,900. So the index instrument is the one. The next thing is the derivative instrument. So I'll just paste back the derivative instrument. Oh, okay, got it. So probably I'll just use. So this will be much better. Okay. So now I just need to part this off into different things so that I can just name what kind of which month and the which date, the which expiry, and at what strike I should be taking trades. So to define that, so according to our strategy, you should be placing trades somewhat in deep in the money. So let's say if the market is trading around 26 or 20, 2600, okay, it is currently trading on 2900, 25,900, right? So it should be something like less or minus 200. So if we just predict the market is going to fall down, then we should be taking the put in in this way. So let's say the market is going to fall. So as a strategy predictor, whether the market is going to fall down, then we'll be placing trades on a 26,100 put. We are just going in the money this way for the put. And similarly, for if our strategy predicts the market is going to blow up, then we'll be just placing trades in the money in the call side. You understand that, right? So yeah, so that's the whole thing up here. So we'll be deciding call and put things based on our strategy thing, and yeah, the strike price is also decided based on the Nifty price. So let's say the morning first candle is open somewhere around it should not be, I guess it should not be the morning candle. I guess it should be the range when the actual trade alert triggers. So let's say the trade alert triggers at some, so the trade alerts somewhere around, let's say, 11:30. Then the 11:30 the market is trading around 25,900, 890. So that should be the range. So it should be plus or minus 200 and round off to the nearest option. That's it. So that's the whole thing up here. So actually should be choosing this dynamically. So this index instrument is constant for now at least. So the derivative instrument should be calculated based on our strategies result. And the naming thing is quite irrelevant in Fire's thing because they just name things in different ways. So let's say for weekly expiry. So yeah, so the M is kind of like different thing. So I guess where it is. Yeah, so here you can just see up here. So for monthly expiry, such as the futures options, so we can just name it as Jan, Feb, March. So these all just denote the monthly expiry. So you don't want to denote any kinds of dates in this. But when you just use for this weekly expiries, you should be using 1 until 9. But for 10, 11, 12, you just need to use the first letter for the month start. So it should be O, N, and D. Then you should be mentioning what week is it. So let's say we have the first expiry on 7th November, okay, 7th December, and then the next expiry is on 14th December, and the next expiry is on 21st December. So we'll be representing these as D7, D14, and D21 respectively. That's how the naming works for the weekly expiries. And then we have the option type, so we choose the put and call. Okay, so basically we should be parting this into separate things. So have just parted this into the derivative instrument. Then we should be parting this part as the year. So this is, let's say, year, and it should be something like let's say we'll just use the data today. I guess we have this year or something like that. Wait a minute. Python date time. uh, okay, so it is not a function, but it is a so just also import the thing up here. Probably you probably just import the date time. Okay, so from the date time I'll just import the date. So, and from this you can just have this today's rate, which is actually, you can just get the year from this, and we want to cut off the last two digits of it. So it should be something like, so this will just print as 2025. So to bring the last two digits, I will just have something like this might work. But it should be something like this also works. So you got it right, but this is an index right now. I guess what's this year format? I'm not sure about the year format up here. uh did I just close that thing? I just have the search for my other desktop so that I can just do the searching easier. Yeah, I can just use this string format time, right? So probably I'll just go and use that thing. So in today's date, I'll just use the string format time. So we should be actually formatted as the year thing. So just try to, okay, actually I haven't closed this thing. So let's try to print the year. Oops. Okay, so it is printing. That's good. So now I'll just move back to the same thing. Okay, now we have the year. So just remove this thing. Then you should be looking for this, right? Okay, so for this, should be carrying up the month, right? So let's say I'll just use the same. So I'll just use the same thing as this. So the month would be something like date dot today dot month is good. But I just want to have the same thing as a string. So I'll just use the string from a time, and I'll just have it as the person month. I can just do this same thing, so the whole thing in the sync a single Python line, but just want to format this month to the actual mapping thing, right? So I'll just need to write the mapping code up here. Let's say I'll just have map month for weekly. Actually, it should be map months to. Actually, this is enough. Let's say for weekly to add some more context for that. Okay, so which actually takes the string a month, and I don't want to have this typing thing there. I'll just leave that thing later. So what I just want to actually do is, so if this month, I just have it as an months is greater than 9, then I'll be, or should I can just use this, right? So I'll just write this is cases is equals at 10, then it should be returning the int of month is less than 9. I'll just return the same thing as a month. So if it is equals this 10, I'll just return the O. Okay, so if this is the one, then I'll just, sorry, so if int of month is equals 11, I'll just return n, and last thing is L. If int the month is equals 12, then I'll just return December. So yeah, that's the whole thing. But actually, that will be okay. What this thing? So it should be of 1 to 9, right? Not, or better, I'll just map in a different way. I'll just use this in a whole array. Okay, so Jan this one, two. So I'll just map as a key. So instead of doing this, I'll just map the whole thing as an dictionary, so that I can just easily access the values based on the result of this. So let's say if Jan is of 1, February is of 2. Yeah, that will be much better, right? So instead of writing function, so I'll just write, let's say, uh, monthly mapping for weekly expiries. So it could be something like this. So where we just actually have, we have a Jan, then it should be something like a 1. That's it, right? So just map this as 1 as also a string, maybe that'll be much better. And if it is of a fib, so we'll have it as a 2. So we'll have as a March, let's name it as a 3. So we'll have it as a, wait a minute, let's move this as well to the next side. Hmm. So I have the April, I have the 4. So I guess this will be much easier to maintain. We have the May. Just want to keep this application as simple as possible. I just don't want to complicate anything else. So and then you have the June, that's 6. You have the July, so it's of a 7. But just can't type faster in the newer keyboard, so just taking time because it's actually a larger one when compared to my old keyboard. Then we have the October, so which is actually named as capital O, and then we have the November, capital N, we have the December, we have the capital. Okay. Uh, so yeah, so now we have the mappings, right? So using the mappings, you should be changing the code up here. Instead of getting the month numbers, you just get this and try to pass this inside. So pass this inside this. What's this thing called? I just forgot the name. So monthly mapping for weekly expiries, right? So it should be something like, okay, I'll just try to find this as well to check. Okay, this must be H up there. Okay, just give a feed and run this thing again. Hmm. So now it is showing a D correctly. Okay, so now what we do up here is, so we should be able to pick the recent expiry from, okay, I don't know, maybe we could just hard code that, or we just want to dynamically update the things from APIs and like getting the next set of expiries. Uh let's say today is 16th and today is the expiry day. So we include that as our instrument. So the whole idea is we just want to trade the recent expiry one. That's it. So we just don't want to trade on the monthly expiry, but we just want to trade on the weekly expiries. So let's say today is December 16 and the expiry is coming on 18th or 20. So the 18th or 20 would be the weekly expiry. So we should be choosing the nearest one. So 18 should be the next tradable weekly expiry, not the 25. So actually, okay, so then we have a 16, so the date of the weekly expiry thing. So and then we have the strike and the, so we have the date, which is kind of like the same thing. So just use the date dot today and just convert this to this thing of time, and we'll just use with a D or capital D. I'm not sure about that. So actually, okay, it is of smaller D. Okay, that's good. So this will just provide the date, right? Okay. Should be month mapping, not monthly mapping. So the naming would be wrong up there. So let's move to, okay. Then we have why the thing is I'm not sure how the cursor movement works in Emacs. So I used to code in VS Code before, but I just want to try the dry hard coding. So I just want to learn the Emacs thing. Should be either Emacs or Vim. So I opt to choose Emacs as of now. Okay, so actually I'll just print all the three things. So the year, the month, and the day. Okay, so it is a date. Okay, so it's 25D16, which works awesome. So now should be having this strike, right? So this strike should be something like, okay, shouldn't be naming this all thing or this, because these are not static values, right? So just rename to year, month, date. We have this strike that we need to take the trade on. So for that, so we should be taking so we should be picking the strike which has the delta of 0.7 to 0.8. So when you just near it to the expiry, the delta is higher for even for this light ATMs. So probably you should be scrap this delta values, I guess, and then just see the strike for that. So probably I should be scrapping the live delta values. So does Fires provides that? It doesn't. Okay, so my system got jammed successfully. Okay, so my VS Code editor got crashed. So I'm not sure. I'm just having too many tabs opened up here. So probably I'll just close everything and maybe I'll just stop the Docker for now and the Discord as well. Uh, what else? Okay, I guess I'll just reopen this VS Code. Fine, it actually reopens everything, right? Hmm. Yeah, so let's back to the thing. So should be scrapping the delta values in the live market. So based on this delta values, you should be picking the strikes. So the optimal delta value is somewhere between 0.7 to 0.8. So I should be checking the fires docs to check whether they are just providing live Greeks data. If Greek data using fires it can have. So example from Upstocks. Okay, so actually Upstocks is providing the Greeks data. That's great. Greeks is a much needed feature, but so much missing. Take it then using price you can calculate the Greek itself. Yeah, that's what I'm just actually doing. I have my own SDK for that. You can just check that if you want. Uh, Please add this feature request for chain. Okay, hi Hannah. I just taken this as feedback. Hi Sim. Calculate is not there. Yeah, but actually you can just calculate using this, but I'm not sure. So you should be getting this India Wix index. You'll be fetching this IJ thing. Then it's pretty. There's so much process I guess up there. Yeah, so it's quite complicated. Yeah, that's the same reason. And Innova provides the data has seen some. Can just go for Upstock API maybe. Substance API for then the Greeks. Okay, so probably I'll just pick 100 to 200. So let's say the index is trading on 2500. Is they at the money, then we'll just pick 25,800 or 25,700. So within this range, you should be picking upon. Oh, let's just visit this chart whether there are volumes up there or not. Just have to this 30 minute. Okay, we have a millions of volume. Wow, great, 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 great. Wow. So then we shouldn't be worrying about the volume thing. So yeah, probably you should be picking the same 200 level even in the expiry day. So you always just keep the buffer of 200 gap. So let's say I'll just change this to the Sensex. So the expiry is quite long. So now the 200 point is what? So 20. Okay, so if it is 200 in Nifty, then what's the percentage is in wait a minute. So let's say 200. So it's of a 7.6%, 0.76%. So what's this thing? 84,800, right? So 84,800, 0.0076. Okay, so it should be somewhere of around 600 points for Nifty, 650 points for Sensex. So it should be okay. Let's round it off to 600. So yeah, so around here we have near delta around 8. Got it. So if the expiry is nearer and the market is quite volatile, then we have the delta values changes according to that. I'm not sure. How do we just make this? Probably should be scrapping off. So it is not efficient way to scrap all these strike prices and just get the delta values and just move on. Because for this, we should be passing this instrument token. So this need to be had. I have this of stocks thing already, I guess. Yeah, this also tinkered with this of stocks thing a few months back. So yeah, it has a much hefty process. So we have the, I have just stored some instrument. Yeah, so this is the thing. So we have the symbol and all those things up here. So probably should be searching for the next expiry up here and find the ID. What's the ID called? Yeah, this is the instrument key. So then we should be passing this instrument key to this API, which is yeah, up here. So should be passing this instrument key up here. It's an option to fetch the Greek data. But this doesn't updates on live, right? So let's say have some WebSocket thing for this. Okay, we have modes for that, right? So we have a, what are the different modes? Where it is mentioned? Ah, sorry. Okay, so here are the modes. So we have oh wow, that's great, bro. Then probably we can just fetch the market value from here, but I'm not sure whether the fires and probably then I should be shifting to op stocks instead of fires, huh? I don't know. Okay, then we should be rewriting the whole API thing. So the API connection should be redirected to op stocks, I guess. Probably this is much easier, right? So I've already done some steps up here. It's actually have the whole instrument keys and its respective things up here. So just try to search for the respective the index and the key, and then followed by what type of type and all those things. So basically you can just pick this trading symbol up here. So using this trading symbol you can just pick the instrument key. Then using this instrument key you can just fetch the WebSocket. So what are the things for this WebSocket thing? It's kind of like the subscription one, right? Where is the line code? Where's an example code, bro? Probably just need to use that WebSocket service or what? Yeah, actually should be sure. Just subscribe to this thing, I guess. So should be fetching this. Okay, so actually you can just configure and pass the access token, get the market feed. What's the difference between these two things? What is different between authorized and the unauthorized one? Where am I passing the recovery input field up here? I don't know what is up there. What's this thing? The market data should be passing, getting some instrument up there, right? Or what am I missing? Oh wow, really? Bro, I just can't believe my thing, bro. So when did they just launch this thing, bro? It should be having Upstox Plus. Okay, that's fine, but still you have these things, right? Wow, this is the things that I want, bro. Wow, that's great. Actually, that is great. What's this premium for this Upstox Plus? Just don't want to place orders. I just wanna. Probably just see up here, bro. So it is up there, right? Not sure whether I just wow, that's really great, bro. So what are the time formats that are just giving this thing? So no expiry, okay. For that expiry, I'm just giving kind of like okay, okay. Where's the time frame mentioned up here? I just wanted to see the time frame because if it is a daily time frame, then I can just grab NSE site for the data. I just want to see this thing. That's it. Okay, I'll just see it. So okay, so this is the instrument key, the trading symbol. Okay, fine. Tick size, the lot size. Okay, what's the time frame? Where does it get traded up there, bro? Is it the daily one? So let's say still don't understand, bro. So okay, this date object for the expired option contracts, date object, and then we have the name, the segment, the exchange, the expiry date. Okay, the instrument key, the exchange token, the trading symbol, the size of price movement of the option, the size of this thing. Okay, okay. Remember not indicates if the option is weekly or not. But where is the data? I just want to see the data. Can just get the expiries. I know that you can just get the expiries from this. Oh, that's great. This is the thing that I want. That's actually great. Okay, then we have the expired option contracts, but I'm not sure. Are we just showing the premium chart for or the specific trading symbol or what? See here, we're just showing the interval, the from and to date range. But why can't in here? I'll just go on the interval. Because why do I want to see this data? I just don't want to see this data. I just want to see how the premium reacted on those days. With Upstox Plus, yeah, that's it. So as mentioned, the Upstox Plus feature, you can get the historical data for Upstox, expired Upstox contracts, and you can help you get the historical data for expired options contracts. You can find the documentation here. Okay, got it. So just a request to include the Python SDKs as well. Maybe a bit integrated Python SDKs like this would be a way to keep things get the historical data. Every link requires instrument key for editing. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Just a request. Okay. Bro, everybody's just asking silly questions. I don't know. Maybe I might be too silly up there. Second is frustrating. Okay. Then fish stick. I'm providing anti instrument and get this active expiry. Wow. Okay. Finally has this. Was able to join normal canvas of XP50 contracts with a boy base from October 2024. I was facing any error. Share it over. Pretty cool here. Oh wow. Then you're actually providing the candles as well. Wow. Wow. That's great. That's great, Subramaniam. Okay, actually this is great. Probably I'll just need to have some Upstocks Plus. Wow, that's actually great, bro. Okay, maybe we'll just use this. But what's the cost of that? But they didn't mention anything here. Actually, they should be mentioning the premium price or should be saying something up here, right? But they didn't say about anything, so that's the reason why I thought they are not providing the. Yeah, but still, it's fine. It's great, bro. Actually, it is great if they're just providing the expired options data, the minute chat. So let's go and see this one. Returning for this one. Uh, okay. Okay. Even with the plus account, I would say 6 months of data will give you 24 expiries, 20 feedback listing, 24 different weeks of data is a good set of starting point. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, I'm away from business for the share. Okay, blah blah blah. What's the next thing that you're just trying? So you cannot expect data more than the past 6 months, or it is not possible. But in my case, I go from October 2024 for NFT 9 months, which is helpful for me. Wow, from 2024 October is great. That's enough. Okay, I'll just have this thing. So just note it down up here. So probably I like the to-dos. Uh, so I came here for bricks, but I ended up with something else. Okay, we'll just get back to this programming. Probably, I guess I'll just end the stream now because I have to discuss these ideas with my friend, and probably I'll just get back to you. So yeah, the current thing is, so actually in this stream I just completed different things, I guess. So yeah, so we just started collecting this data. So we are just almost 70% completed in this first step. So probably these other things should take lesser amount of time. So I guess maybe within today I'll just complete this project and I'll just update you on the next stream maybe. So yep. So yeah, probably I'll also need to work on finding. So I'll be using DevTalks API as well to fetch the live data. Let's see. Okay, so probably I'll just end the stream up here. So actually I'll just close all the buffers up there. I'll just save this file and oops. And let me kill the buffer. Let me kill this buffer as well. Let me kill the compilation buffer as well. Kill this as well. Okay, actually I should need to save this right. Actually I haven't made any changes up there. Okay, this right thing is so this right thing should be calculated right. So let's say, oops. So calculate the optimal strike using Greeks and premium. And then what are the so select the option type based on the strategy. Okay, so probably I'll just save this file as of now, and I'll just update you the next stream. Yeah, probably we just had the art file get ready. The .env is okay. We have the getting grow. We have the live feed as well that's working upon now. Have the logs and all the things set up. So these are the basic setups. Probably should be having some requirements .txt to have for the beginners to just sorry for the easy installation and going through the project. Probably I'll just add the other config files and other set of things maybe after the stream ends, and I'll just update you. Okay, probably just end the stream now.